Time. It's the one constant we all share. An invisible current pulling us forward whether we're ready or not. Every moment lived, every memory made, every event or occurrence in your life, all carried by this constant flowing current. A breath, a heartbeat, a fleeting glance. We live within it, yet we can never see or feel it physically. Its presence is silent but insistent, guiding us towards an inevitable end. There is no pause button, no rewind, only the ceaseless march forward. We do our best to capture stalled moments of time. Photographs, journals, records, stories passed down through generations. All accounts of events and moments frozen in time. Yet, just like our own memories, they fade and wither, softened and eroded by time's relentless flow. And still, we try. We try because within those fragments, however imperfect, lies our attempt to defy time's erasure. They are our whispers to the future, small testaments of our presence in an infinite, ever-changing expanse. But even these whispers, no matter how carefully preserved, cannot outlast the erosion of eternity. The ink fades, the paper crumbles, and the stories become shadows of themselves. Still, we cling on to them, because to lose them entirely feels like losing ourselves. It's only when we stop and we sit still against the current that we feel the pull the most. A quiet morning, a lingering glance, a deep breath. These are the moments where time reveals itself. These fleeting instances of clarity remind us that life is not measured by the grand, sweeping gestures, but the soft, unnoticed seconds in between. They are a paradox, both infinite in meaning and achingly finite in duration. It's in these small, unassuming moments that the weight of time becomes most evident. The stillness amplifies its presence, a constant reminder that even as we linger, the current does not. The fragility of these moments hit me profoundly one evening, driving home under a fading sky. I realized how the past few months of my life had felt like a blur, like pages turning too quickly in a book. Days and weeks compressed into fleeting impressions, their details already slipping through my fingers. It's a sensation we all know too well. The realization that time moves faster than we'd like, that we often fail to hold on to the moments that truly matter. But perhaps that's the lesson time teaches us. Its value lies not in the abundance, but in the scarcity. The fleeting nature of life's moments force us to assign meaning, to cherish what's ephemeral, because we know it won't last. Time's flow carries us through every experience, every joy, every loss. It's a gift and a thief. It gives us moments to cherish and takes them away in the same breath. Yet, within this paradox lies its beauty. Each moment is ephemeral, and it's precisely that impermanence that makes it meaningful. To love, to hope, to grieve, to wonder, all are acts that hold weight because they exist in a limited frame. The boundaries imposed by time give life its texture, its stakes, its poignancy. Without them, existence would be a pale imitation of what it is. Yet, Even in understanding this, the mind cannot help but wander to what ifs. What if we had more time? What if we would be more daring, more generous? Would we waste less of it? Or does the urgency itself create the value? These questions haunt us, but they also define us. The uncertainty and the limitations of time compel us to create meaning where there might otherwise be none. They push us to act, to love, to leave an impact, even if fleeting. Within this constant flow, we find purpose. The finite nature of time compels us to act, to dream, to explore. Within our limitations, we create infinite possibilities, shared only by our choices and our resolve. Every decision becomes a mark on the intricate canvas of existence, created with an awareness of time's precious qualities. It is this awareness that urges us forward, even as the current pulls us relentlessly towards an unknown horizon. We are artists, painting on a finite canvas. We know that every stroke counts. Every choice adds to the masterpiece, even if it's incomplete. There's a quiet darkness in the realization that time is finite. It's not an oppressive darkness, but a contemplative one. It makes us question our priorities, our purpose, our legacy. What will we leave behind? How will we be remembered? These are the questions that time's flow forces us to confront. Yet within this darkness, there is light. The light comes from knowing that every second, every choice, every action matters. Time's finite quality gives us urgency, and with that urgency comes meaning. The fleeting nature of time does not diminish its value. It amplifies it. This is why we tell stories, why we pass on memories, why we create art. It's not merely to defy time, but to exist within as fully as we can. These actions are our way of saying, I was here, I lived, and I mattered. The act of creating, of sharing, is how we bridge the gap between our finite existence and the infinite current we are a part of. It's not a rebellion against time, but a dance with it. It's the fleeting nature of time that makes each second worth something. Every tick of the clock is a reminder. This moment is yours, but only for now. These moments, though small, are the essence of life. They are where we find meaning, where we discover who we are and what we stand for. It's in these moments that we build our legacies, not for permanence, but as a testament to the fact that we were here, that we lived, loved, and dared to dream. Our legacies aren't monuments to defy time, but echoes within it, reverberations that remind the future of our presence. And perhaps the most profound realization of all is that, while time may be finite for each of us, its flow connects us to something greater. It connects us to those who came before us and those who will come after. It reminds us that, though we are small and our time is brief, we are part of an infinite story. In this way, our fleeting existence gains a kind of immortality, not in the form of unchanging permanence, but in the ripples we leave behind. The river of time flows on, and we're carried with it. We can't stop it. We can't escape it. But within its flow, we can choose. Not all choices will be perfect. Not all moments will be grand. But the act of choosing, of engaging with time instead of letting it pass us by, that is where meaning resides. Time will not always wait for us. In fact, it'll never wait for us. But it will give us the chance to act. And in the end, what we do with that chance is what defines us. So, what will you do with yours? And as always, thank you for watching.